Hey there, so I wanted to give my thoughts on how exactly to deal with anxiety, which is certainly something that all of us have dealt with at one point or other in our lives, and many people deal with it on a regular basis. So I'm going to sort of walk through a couple of different things here in the process of getting to what I see as the ultimate solution on this. And the first thing to understand is that everything is energy. The whole universe is energy. The whole world is energy. The physical realm is energy. Physical matter is simply energy which is essentially frozen in a sense, but which can be released. We know exactly how much energy is in matter. E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, which is a hell of a lot of energy, as a nuclear bomb attests to. So, as I see it, then the fundamental nature of the universe and of energy is to be in a state of motion, of moving. Energy is supposed to be flowing. So, the physical realm as frozen energy is basically just a temporary state. Physical matter was at one time energy, which through a process that I won't even try to understand, became frozen into solid matter. But it will, at some point, revert back into some form of energy. I'm not a physicist, I don't know how all that works, but that's just kind of my basic understanding. So we as energetic beings, both based on our physical body as energy and our consciousness as energy, our consciousness being non-physical in my view, is also meant to be energy flowing. That is our basic essence, and that is ultimately what we should be striving for on the spiritual path, is getting into a place of our non-physical consciousness, our state of energetic being one of flowing energy. So basically we're supposed to be like flowing rivers of the divine life force energy just flowing through us. And whether you want to call us the river or us as some sort of a vessel of the river, of the divine flow of energy, kind of depends on how you look at it. But the basic idea is that we are meant in our very fundamental nature to be a conduit of flowing energy. However, we have, to a great extent, become dammed up. That free flow of the river or of the divine life force energy has gotten blocked, has gotten stopped up. And it is a basic scientific principle that when you take something that is moving, that has energetic force, and you block it, then it is going to create pressure. So if you take a hose, when the hose is turned on and then you stop the hose with your hand, then you can feel that pressure of that water that wants to move ramming into it, trying to move through what potentially can be an open space for it to flow through. A dam in a river, obviously, is experiencing intense pressure from that water wanting to flow through it. So as I see it, anxiety is quite simply a matter of blocked energy. That is what anxiety is. And this is a sort of epidemic of sorts in our society because we are very energetically blocked. Our current modern society is very much focused on the world as a purely physical phenomenon, and there isn't much respect for or understanding of this concept that we are energetic beings, and that how we experience life, our state of being, our emotional and mental states, has everything to do with the movement of energy. So if somebody is feeling anxious, then the usual way to deal with that is very often one of suppression, of pharmaceutical drugs that basically just cut you off from what you were feeling, numb you out, and that is considered to be a solution. But I would say that the solution instead is to try to tap into your own energetic being, your own energetic flow, and recognize that what you were experiencing with anxiety and with many other negative states of being is a matter of blocked energy that is creating pressure within your consciousness, within your non-physical being, and you're experiencing that pressure within you as anxiety or frustration or pent-up anger, etc. So the ultimate solution, as I see it, is to find some way to tap into your energetic potential within and get that energy moving, get it flowing. And there are countless different ways to do that. But as long as you have that basic idea of understanding that you can change your energetic state of being through various tools and techniques, you can release that blocked, frozen energy within you and get it moving somehow. And we've all experienced some time in our lives, many times most likely, in which we went through a dramatic shift in our state of being because of something or other. Say you got a massage, and afterwards you just felt great, and maybe even have more energy. Yoga is a great way of tapping into inner energy, chi, and getting that energy flowing. We have energy centers all throughout our body, and this is what acupuncture and acupressure is focused on, and this is also what yoga taps into, as well as massage, is those energy blockages within our physical being that are actually conduits between the physical realm of our physical body and our non-physical consciousness. And so you can tap into these energetic blockages within, and in so doing, break them open and release energy that was previously frozen as potential energy and transform it into moving energy. So those are just a few examples, but it can be anything. It can be going for a run. It can be going for a hike. It can be doing art, listening to music, and dancing like crazy. The examples are, thousands, millions. But there is a stark difference between this approach of trying to figure out how to suppress and block and separate from this uncomfortable, unpleasant feeling of anxious, pent-up energy versus trying to tap into it, recognizing that it is frozen energy, potential energy, and that in the process of getting that energy flowing or moving, you can dramatically change your inner state of being. So I would highly discourage the use of pharmaceutical drugs as a solution. Perhaps Ayurveda. I just went to an Ayurvedic shop a couple days ago and found something for insomnia. It also is supposed to be good for other things. It actually mentioned anxiety in the title. I will go ahead and put a link below this video to that Ayurvedic mixture that I came up with, if anyone wants to search around online and see if they can find it and give it a try. So I don't mean to say that one should not utilize ingesting something or other for these types of problems, they can possibly be helpful. But in general, pharmaceuticals, in my view, are chemicals that mostly just numb you out, with obviously some exceptions. But I think that the vast majority of the anxiety that people are feeling in our society is a matter of pent-up stress from not having enough focus on this idea of our energetic states of being, and not having proper outlets for releasing this energy and getting this energy flowing. And a lot of it, I believe, is a matter of emotional energy, denied emotions, anger, sadness, fear that is held within our bodies as suppressed, denied energy. And if you can find a way to tap into your emotions more and get them moving, then that is really a very effective way of tackling this idea of anxiety, because we are emotional beings. That is part of our being, and there is a great denial of emotions in our society, and it is bound to get backed up and cause problems as a result. So one could go on and on various solutions and ways to tackle this, but feel free to just search around online on your own and see what else you can find. But just having that basic understanding that you can change your state of being through the focus of your own consciousness, through your own efforts, and by seeking ways to tap into your own personal potential energy, which is really that of the divine flow of energy, chi, prana, whatever you want to call it, and getting that river of energy flowing through your being instead of being dammed up. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Take it. Namaste.